Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, Honorable DPMs, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Assistant Ministers, Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Members, I rise to update this August House on the Blue Pacific Big Ocean States platform for Labour Ministers with a focus on one voice for the International Labour Organization Pacific Island member states on employment-related matters. Mr. Speaker, sir, the BP BOSS Labour Platform was established by the government representative of the 11 ILO member states in consultation with their social partners. Fiji is the current chair of the BP BOSS, while the government of the Cook Islands holds the role of the secretariat. Mr. Speaker, sir, the purpose of the BP BOSS is to bring together leaders and representatives from the Pacific Island nations to discuss common employment challenges, opportunities and strategies for sustainable development. BP BOSS is a body for the Pacific Island nations to seek technical expertise and guidance on employment-related matters. It will be the voice of the Pacific Island nations in 1. Advocating or raising awareness on the impacts of climate change on employment and developing resilient societies. 2. Strengthening compliance and promoting decent work conditions in the maritime labour sector and assisting with trade agreements. 3. Strengthening the spirit of tripartism in the Pacific in line with ILO Convention 144. 4. Amplifying the voice of the ILO Pacific member states within the International Labour Conference and the Asia-Pacific Group forums. 5. Promoting decent work and advancing social justice. 6. Assisting member states in meeting the obligations on ILO instruments. 7. Connecting with key stakeholders to assist with the unique challenges faced by the Pacific Island member states relating to labour mobility and skills development, labour standards and compliance, labour law reform, and progressive management of labour relations. Mr. Speaker, sir, I just wish to delve in the establishment of this labour platform. Sir, during the 2017 International Labour Conference, a tripartite meeting was called on Friday, 9 June 2017 for all Pacific Island member states of the ILC. Participants from Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Tonga, and the Cook Islands attended this meeting. All expressed a common wish to have regular meetings at each International Labour Conference. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the 2019 conference, a second tripartite meeting was called on Wednesday, 12 June 2019. The participants were Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, Kiribati, Vanuatu, and the Cook Islands. It was unanimously decided that the terms of reference would be adopted by the larger group of Pacific Island states during the Pacific Tripartite High-Level Forum on Climate Change and Decent Work in the Pacific on 24th to 27 July 2019 in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. At this Pacific Tripartite High-Level Forum, the Labour Ministers requested a presentation on the Big Ocean States and further made significant changes to the draft TOR to amend the name of the platform to align and recognize our region under a single appellation as defined by our Pacific leaders, and to restructure the platform as a regional government platform, given that both the social partners, that is the workers and the employers, have existing corresponding platforms, and to channel their voice accordingly. The two are PIPSO and PIC2. PIPSO is Pacific Island Private Sector Organizations, and PIC2 is Pacific Island Council of Trade Unions, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, on 25th July 2019, the Blue Pacific Ocean States Labour Resolution was accepted and signed by the ministers. This was to reaffirm our joint commitment in establishing the platform and finalizing the content and adoption of the TOR at the 50th Pacific Islands Forum on 13th to 16th August in Tuvalu. Following the signing of the Labour resolution, the Labour ministers voted for a new chair, vice chairs and secretariat for 2 years. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Fiji Labour Minister, my predecessor, was elected as the chairperson, while the 2 vice chairpersons were from Kiribati and Samoa. The Labour Minister from Cook Islands was elected as the secretariat. Mr. Speaker, sir, in 2024, at the high-level tripartite dialogue on decent work and the 2050 strategy for the Blue Pacific continent held on 23rd to 26th April here in Suva, the Minister for Employment, Productivity and Workplace Relations was reconfirmed as chair of the BP BOS and Cook Islands as the secretariat. Mr. Speaker, sir, regrettably, nothing had been done since 2019 for this course. For the reasons best known to the former chair. In June 2024, at the 112th session of the International Labour Conference in Geneva, the Pacific member states met at the PIF's office. In attendance were the tripartite representatives from Australia, Cook Islands, the Federated States of Micronesia, Fiji, Kiribati, New Zealand, the Republic of the Marshall Islands, Samoa, and Vanuatu. The Secretariat presented and distributed the TOR. All the members present at the meeting agreed to the proposal. Thereafter, as the chair, I requested the Secretariat to meet to finalize the TOR and the way forward for the BP BOS Labour Relations Platform. Mr. Speaker, sir, the functions of the BP BOS Labour Platform are to, 1, facilitate collaboration and building of synergies along ILO Pacific Island member states around the issues of social justice, decent work, and good faith employment relations via coordinated efforts and mutual support. B, strengthen the visibility and capacity of participants to advocate and support a unified Pacific voice. C, provide and/or utilize relevant tools and information for advocacy, dialogue, and awareness regarding Pacific issues. And D, support the ILO Pacific Island member states in attending employment-related meetings and events. And the last one, E, facilitate discussions on Pacific labor issues and aim to increase resources towards the interest of the PP BOS from international organizations. Mr. Speaker, sir, following the outcome of the ILC meeting in June 2024 and reconfirmation of Fiji's chairmanship, swift action has been taken to revamp and advance the work of BP BOS Labour Platform. Mr. Speaker, sir, a 2-day meeting was held on 26th and 27th August 2024 in Auckland to review the draft terms of reference for the BP BOS Labour Ministers Platform. This meeting was held at the Fiji Trade Office between the government as the chairperson and of the BP BOS and the Secretariat, represented by the Secretary of the Ministry of Internal Affairs of the Government of the Cook Islands and respective delegations from both countries. The 2-day meeting, sir, was a success, and it saw the completion of the review of the draft TOR for the BP BOS Labour Ministers Platform for circulation to the respective labour ministries at the ILO Pacific Island member states for their perusal and feedback. Mr. Speaker, sir, the 2-day meeting was fully funded by the International Labour Organization Office for the Pacific Island countries. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Blue Pacific Big Ocean States Labour Platform is key to recognizing and aligning the Pacific region under a single Pacific voice on employment issues and ILO agendas. This labour platform is crucial for the ILO Pacific Island member states on the emphasis of raising visibility and having a common voice in the Pacific and the international arena, where issues that affect the Pacific are to be heard, particularly decent work, employment issues, labour mobility, and climate change. Mr. Speaker, sir, we, the small island states of the Pacific, are always lost when we are lumped together with the Asia region, because it's called Asia Pacific. Asia has its own unique problems, which is more like conflict and the rest of it. The very large countries, whereas we in the Pacific are small island states, and our problems are totally different from them. And hence the need for us to have a united voice of the seeds of the Pacific so that we are able to amplify our voice in the international arena and make ourselves heard, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to express my sincere appreciation through the ILO Office for the Pacific Island countries for their continued support and commitment towards the ILO Pacific Island member states in advancing social justice. Not forgetting the full support from the Fiji High Commission in Wellington and the Fiji's Trade Office in Auckland for hosting our 2 days meeting to complete the review of the TOR. Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.